Have you ever felt that crazy feeling? Oh my God, I don't know where is my charger. I need to buy a new charger from my devices, but I don't know what the wattage is. I don't know if it's fast enough. I don't want to have that much chargers because we have cell phones, we have uh, iPods, iPads, we have as well earbuds, we have lots of devices that needed to be charged, and we don't want to get overwhelmed and crazy with so many chargers. So today we're going to talk about this awesome and cute device, the Spruce Charger, and it has a bird. Look how cute. And it moves to see how it can help you. So stay tuned because I'll be back in a while. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the special marketing live show. And today will be a charged episode, a really powered episode, because we will be talking about this Spruce Charger by Fledging. Okay, and besides talking about the charger, and I'm pretty sure that you will love it if you give yourself the chance to have an amazing charger. I think you deserve it. But also, we will discuss a little bit this the marketing approach of Fledging, how they are finding new markets, how they are embracing, because this is important for me to know, how they are embracing the creator economy, this awesome economy by these days. Welcome. If you are watching on Amazon, feel free to follow me. If you are watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter, whew, you can join us as well on Amazon, and then you can check in real time what is the Spruce Charger by Fledging, because it's listed and highlighted right now in the carousel. Okay, so let's bring Christina. I left Christina at the basement with some cookies and a glass of water because my budget doesn't allow me to bring seafood and champagne. So let me do this because I think this, okay, not here. I think it's here. Okay, so let me do this. Hello, Christina.
Hello. Hello. It's so nice to see you.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's nice to see you as well. It was a while since we saw for the first time. So, thank you so much for joining us. It's really nice to have you here today to talk about this so amazing device, the Spruce Charger. Okay,
Yes,
I
thank you
think
for having me.
you have some behind you.
Too?
Thank you so much. I would ask you to present yourself. You can talk a little bit about Fledging as well, and then can go through the conversation. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
of course, of course. Thank you so much for having me.
You're
It's wonderful
welcome.
to be here and to be in front of your audience. You have such a wonderful mix of people who you get to speak to, and it's wonderful to be a part of it. I'm Christina. I work at Fledging. It's a tech startup in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States, and we are a consumer electronics company. And our very new, very wonderful product is the Spruce desktop charger. You see it here behind me. You have shown a little tease to your audience about it in the last few weeks or so, which I appreciate. It's a beautiful piece of technology. It's a high-powered multi-port GAN charger with a dual coil wireless pad, which is unique and different, and there's nothing like that on the market. And we are so happy that we're able to share it with your guests today. I am the head of marketing at the company. I've been with Fledging for about a year now, and I know in startup life that really is equal to about 5 years, the way that startups work. But it's been a wonderful adventure, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to talk about the charger and post-COVID marketing and the startup sphere and the sort of state of consumer electronics marketing today.
Awesome. And you throwed me the rope, so I think I'm gonna take advantage
Take them.
of this because yes, you mentioned something. This COVID situation brought kind of forced us to use more devices. My
Sure.
question: was the Spruce Charger already in his way to the market when this came, or it was meanwhile?
Yeah, no, it was not. It was not here before. We did the R&D on this product at lightning speed, very, very quickly. This product was born out of COVID. So our head of R&D at the company was quarantining here in the States in his mother's basement because that's where he had to stay to be safe during the pandemic. And in her basement, she had one outlet, not one plug, not one outlet with two plugs, but one outlet with one plug. And he was trying to run his life, trying to, be a digital citizen with his laptop and his phone and his gaming devices to stay busy during the pandemic and to keep himself entertained. He had a tablet and all sorts of devices, and he had one opportunity to charge. And he was so frustrated, and it became a pretty intense problem. And he thought, if I have this problem, other people must have this problem as well. And so he invented the Spruce Charger, and he decided that he wanted it to be 5 charging units at once. So it's not just one block with one cable. You can plug 4 cables into the side, and then the top is a retractable arm or a pad on the top that closes and opens so that you can charge all of your wireless and touch devices there, like your phone, your AirPod Pros, anything that will charge wirelessly can charge on that pad. So he then created a prototype, and we took it to market relatively quickly, made a relationship with a supplier, and began to produce the product, and then worked very hard during COVID to get it here to the United States. So supply chain has been, I don't know a nice way to say it. It's just been a nightmare. I don't know how else to talk about it, but we were able to hack the system. Our head of R&D went back to China, where he was from originally.
Okay,
And
just give me one moment. I'm facing
sure,
some challenges here.
okay,
Wait. Okay, no problem. Easy to fix. I think it's ready.
yeah,
It's ready.
yeah, there.
I think this device was not made. I'm sure that it was not made by Fledging.
No, we designed it here in the United States, and then it's manufactured in Shenzhen in China by one of our manufacturing partners.
No, I was talking about the device where I connect my headphones because
Oh,
it's not
no,
working
no,
properly.
that's not our problem.
This was not made by Fledging. So I'm gonna do something
Sure.
because one of my cell phones is 19% battery. So I'm
Okay.
gonna put it to charge.
Great.
Okay. And hopefully, and this will put some responsibility in our shoulders. So
Sure.
hopefully it will charge till the end of the show.
Yeah.
My
So are you
phone.
going to charge it on the wireless pad, or are you charging it with one of the ports on the side?
I need to charge with the cable, and let me show the cable that comes with the the Spruce Charger. And one of the things I like is that I think I have a camera that can, my overhead camera may be working today, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let me see. So yes, it's working. Okay, so look this detail, and it has the fledging bird here in this strap.
You like that?
Absolutely. And sometimes we are I'm doing the amazing show with Ryan, and I'm unboxing something, or he's unboxing something. We like to watch the tiny details that make, for me, they make a huge difference
Of
because
course.
and okay, so it's charging,
Great.
and hopefully it will be charged within 40
So,
minutes.
I don't know if but from 19% to close to 100, we'll see how quickly that goes. But right now on my
Yes.
Spruce Charger, I have my laptop, my phone, and my AirPods all charging at the same time. And I know that it will take care of that while I'm on the call, and it'll take care of that for the rest of my day today. It is such a powerful charger. It's 140 watts out of the whole thing. And it's great for your phone and it's great for the smaller devices, but I find that my laptops and my tablets, my larger devices are charged quickly, and that's often what I need. So I'm very rarely on a call or working on my phone these days. I'm mostly on my laptop. And so you can take the charger anywhere, plug it in anywhere, and instead of fighting at the cafe or at a workspace for all the ports to plug in all your devices, I just need one plug in my Spruce, and then I have five available charging spots, and I love it. And then often I'm charging my devices, and someone next to me says, "Hey, can I borrow
Yes. Don't be greedy.
That's right. I say, sure. You know what? We have enough
Share
power
with me.
to go around.
Well, you can rent.
I know. I should.
Charging ports for rental.
That's right. That's right. People love it. It's a beautiful device. It works. It's high quality, high power, of course, but it's beautiful. It also comes with a little travel case where you can take it with you. And I just throw mine in my bag and take it all over the place on planes. And the beautiful thing about Spruce for your international audience is that the power conversion is built in to the device. So the only thing you need if you're traveling in international markets is a different cable. So we sell them with EU, UK, and US cables. And so you just pick the cable you need. And if you want, like, for example, if you want a EU and a US cable, you can just add that onto your purchase. And then you don't have to worry about those little blocks that change around that always get lost, or you leave them in hotel rooms when you're traveling internationally.
Absolutely, and I'm a witness of that because I got the European version, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's a fight for me because when I buy something, when I order things from United States, you have a different plug that there we don't have. Let me see if I can show you a European plug.
Oh, sure. So I grew up in the UK, and so I would be back and
But
forth all the time.
it's different as well. So the European standard, this one, okay. There's, I think, the UK has a different, and Switzerland has a different as well. But
That's right.
in main Europe, with regular Europeans, it's this one.
That's right. And everyone needs power. Everyone in the world, no matter where
Absolutely.
you are, you need to power your devices. If you're mainly on your phone, mainly on your laptop. But as the larger consumer electronics companies keep coming out with products, they aren't sending bricks anymore. They aren't sending those small bricks with every device. If you buy an iPhone, if you have anything from Apple, they don't send one anymore. They say you figure it out or buy it from us extra. And then often, right? So often those
Yes.
bricks only have one plug. It's often USB-A, which is not the most efficient and fastest way to charge. And I know that Apple is changing their phones from Lightning over to USB-C, like the Androids are. And so we're about to have to, people with phones 1 or 2 generations older are going to have to buy new cables from Apple and all of this. So the Spruce removes all that challenge. And we designed it so that it's future forward. So the 3 USB-C ports on the side and the USB-A port and the wireless pad on the top, you're going to have your charging needs met for years to come.
Absolutely. And we have the first in real-time testimonial from a happy customer. Let me read it because it's a long text. Hello, Tommy. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Tommy in Kalamazoo, it's saying, greetings, Marco and Christina. I love my Spruce and I have 2 of them.
Oh, 2. So Marco, Tommy has my story. When I first joined the company, they gave me a Spruce to use and I brought it home. And of course, my 14-year-old son stole it immediately, right to his bedroom, and I haven't seen it since. So I brought a second one home and put it in my bedroom. And then when my friends came over, they wanted to use it and charge it. So they were going in my room. It was very strange. So I brought a third one home for my living room. So I had one in my son's bedroom, one in my bedroom, one in my living room. Well, then I'm in the kitchen making recipes and looking online and watching shows while I'm doing dishes or cooking. And I needed a charger in the kitchen. So now I have 4 chargers in my house and I use them all, and it's just wonderful. I never have to hunt for a plug. I never have to try to find a charger, and they're beautiful. They look so nice. People come over and say, "Oh, what is that?" And I say, "If you go on Amazon, you can have one too." So I love the device. I'm a personal my own customer. I love the thing so much. And just like Mr. Tommy from Kalamazoo said, you
Well,
don't need
it,
one, you need 2, 3, 4 of them if you have teenagers for sure.
he said more things. Let me read
Oh, great.
it. I purchased the Spruce after Ethan, the CEO, did an interview on the live streaming community
Oh, great.
with Ryan Swanstrom. The Spruce arrived the next day. Setup was less than a minute. It charges 5 devices at a time and wirelessly charges my phone. It charges much faster than just plugging into a outlet. Not only that, but it is very well built and highly recommended. The Spruce from Fledging. And
Wonderful.
this was not asked.
No, I don't know Tommy from Kalamazoo. I want to know him but that's amazing market research. And I love hearing from our customers. So thank you so much, Tommy. I love when they write in. We love Amazon reviews. We love reviews on our website on fledging.tech. And it's such a gift to be able to hear a happy customer in real time. So thank you for calling in, Tommy, or writing in,
Absolutely.
texting.
Absolutely. I think this is one of the good things about Amazon Live. And I had this situation with Tommy, for instance, and other people that they were watching one of my shows. Then they bought something that I recommend, and then some days later they come and they say, "Oh, I got it. It works really nice." Ooh, it's awesome.
That's great.
But
Well, I tell you what, for your show and for your audience, Tommy, if you DM us on social media on our Instagram page, DM us with your address and we'll send you a t-shirt. Thank you so much for.
oh, so nice.
Yeah.
Tommy, don't lose it. So there's something that it's kind of making me curious. It's kind of how does the Spruce Charger manages everything inside his brain or engine about charging different devices with different voltages, with different wattages, because
Sure.
this is something that we should have in mind. Because a cell phone, an iPad, earpods, AirPods, or a laptop,
Mhm.
they are not the same thing.
No. So I will tell you the answer. It's very simple. It's chips, 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 and more chips. That is the reason that Spruce is so versatile and able to do what it can do. And as all of you have heard in the media, the chip shortage with Tesla having to or roll back one of their models, and just companies all over the place who have been really suffering from the chip shortage. Spruce also suffered from the chip shortage. So our original design had a particular chip in it. We couldn't find those anywhere. And so we decided to upgrade our design and upgrade our chip. So the way that we were able to hack that particular supply chain challenge was we upgraded the chips, and the better chips were more readily available. And so we improved our product, which is better for our customers, better for us, and it helped us kind of jump the line for the people who were needing chips in the market and were having a hard time getting them from suppliers around the world.
Absolutely. And another thing about it is that you will be ashamed to have it on a table on your living room, because it has a nice design,
It's
right?
beautiful, isn't it?
Yes. And it was this deliberated. So you wanted to have him a nice design, being well designed as well.
Yes, of course. So user experience is our number one focus at Fledging. So we have other products as well, but when we brought Spruce on, we knew that this is a product for everyone. So some of our earlier products were for people who were more in the tech world, more maybe more tech savvy, this is something that we needed to work right out of the box. Exactly what Tommy was saying with the setup. We needed there to be very little instructions. We needed it to be a plug and play device. So you plug it in and it's ready to go. So we really wanted to make sure that we were doing something aesthetically pleasing that was functional. And so we looked at a lot of desks, we did a lot of research and saw that people have these ugly power strips up on their desks or all these cables, and they are not able to have an aesthetic experience with a device that works well. Or they would have, you have the plug that's 3 plugs, you put in 1 plug. And so they were all packed up and it was dangerous. There was just too much power transfer happening. And it was a pain. One of our particular customer segments who we really like to talk to are gamers and people who have a setup that they are so proud about. They love it. They think it's beautiful. They light it and it all matches and everything. So we even launched a 3rd color. It's behind my head. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the space gray spruce that matches the space gray in some of the Apple products. So we have black, we have white, we have space gray, so that you could customize it to your setup, either to fade in to your setup and so you don't see it, or to pop and stand out. So we have lots of options for our different customers' needs.
Okay, you mentioned something that, okay, I need, you mentioned the gaming world.
Yes.
And as I mentioned at the beginning, this is something that for me, it's important. I'm curious about, because almost by accident, I felt in this content creation economy as well as a content creator. Okay, let me bring even more at the beginning.
Sure.
Which strategy did you thought to promote this device? And when did you find in this journey that maybe embracing this creator world would be a nice way to promote the Spruce Charger?
Sure. So in the beginning, when I very first started with the company, the CEO told me, he said, we have a product that's for everyone. And I said, listen, I'm in marketing. I've done this a long time.
Don't tell me that.
Don't tell me that. No product is for everyone. It's for babies and, people in a nursing home. It's for the same group, my grandmother and my, baby nephew. And he said, yep, it is. And so I thought, okay, obviously the number one thing you do is segment your audience. So you look at the resources you have, our advertising budget, and the people who would, not just need it the most, but the fastest track that we had to adoption of the product were people who understood it the most quickly. So we wanted to get the groups of people, we wanted to get Spruce in front of the groups of people who we didn't have to explain it to. So tech people, gamers, people who are doing content creation. Content creators, as you know, have many devices all around them all the time. So they've got cameras and lighting, they've got green screens, they've got everything. So these content creators are charging multiple devices all the time to do their work. So we knew that the problem that our product solves, we knew they were having that problem. So that's what we were able to focus on initially. And also because of the way the internet works and because of influencers and viral content, people trying to make viral videos and content going viral, we just knew that they would love it. We knew that it would create ease in their workflow. And we knew we wouldn't have to spend a lot of time and money explaining it to people. So it's sort of like if you're trying to sell a product for children to someone who's not a parent, it just takes a little bit longer to explain it to them. If you're selling it to a parent, they're like, I get it, I've lived it, here you go, let me buy your product. So we really wanted to focus on the people who we knew had the problem we were solving and who we didn't have to work very hard to explain how our product works. And it's so funny when you hand someone a Spruce who's a content creator, they just take it, open it, immediately plug it in, they're happy. it solves all their problems. And so it's nice to watch that adoption with people who have a very little need for explaining it.
Yes, and the fact is that most of them, their job is to explain to others
Yes,
how things work, so this will kind of save you for doing that work. And the
exactly.
thing is, with that you can cover a wider range of people,
Mhm.
because each one of them, they have their following, they know how to
Right,
speak to their following,
right.
so you don't need to. I think that's a nice hack, let me tell you.
You. I think so. I think so. I tell my boss all the time how smart I am and how good I am at my job. I make sure and tell him. So I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's absolutely nice, because yes, we I'm putting myself inside this bag of this box of content creators.
Yeah.
We sometimes we tend to know faster, a little bit faster, how things work, and we create our own way to explain, to show, to give the highlights of some products. And people, I'm new on this, but those people with huge followings on YouTube, mostly on YouTube, and now Amazon, I think it's a thing as well. They have these communities that they know how to speak to their communities, the way this resonates with them. I think they know as well which things could be more, how can I say, difficult for them to understand, so they will unveil the thing in a better way. So I think this was an absolutely nice option. Thanks, so God, that that there's this content creator, guys and ladies.
That's right. Well, and we knew that if we were able to solve their problem, that they would tell their friends and they would tell their colleagues and they would tell the people who they work with. And that's the relationship. They get sent products and they are hired to review products. And the really good thing is a lot of times influencers or content creators will do a review based upon just sending the product. So it's a much more affordable way to advertise, and we were so confident in our product that we knew that we would get good reviews, and we knew like that the tech takedown videos and the sort of unplugged videos, that the product would really do well there. And so we just sent it out and said, give us the review. We don't care if the review is good, bad, ugly. You tell us honestly what you think, because we're so confident in our product. And that's what we've experienced. So we're very happy with that strategy, and we're going to continue doing it as we move into different segments. So we focused on the gamers and the influencers. Now we're looking at different areas, like, for example, new parents who have a nursery that's full of tech, everything from like breast pumps to diaper genies to monitors. They have so many needs for power in the nursery, and so we have advertising campaigns focus on moms, people who are working from home. We also have we have really nice B2C, like business to consumer, product marketing strategies, but our business to business, our B2B marketing strategy is pretty solid as well, because there are so many companies who have remote employees who they don't know what to send them for appreciation gifts or with their tech setup. They are tired of sending, wine and fruit baskets and,
And pens.
right?
And
Right.
watches.
That's right. Watches and pens, right? Squishy balls and water mug, water
Yes.
bottles, t-shirts. And so this is a really beautiful product that they can send that actually helps them with their setup. It helps them charge the devices that the company has sent home with them to work from home. And if you do a large enough order, you can take the bird goes away and your brand goes on the
Oh,
device.
nice.
So that's another really beautiful bonus, is that if your company wants to purchase the product and send it out to all of your employees, then we can put your brand on it.
Oh, that's nice. But I want to ask you something. Was there a influencer, YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer that with those huge famous that when he or she reviewed your product, you said, "Oh my God, they are talking about."
So that's happened a couple of times. There's a pretty famous YouTuber who does a full product takedown where he buys a product and then takes it all apart and then describes everything inside of it. And we were so excited and so happy. And then as the video went on, we thought, oh my gosh, he's telling all of our secrets. He's showing how we built the product and he's showing what's on the inside. And he even gave the list of where you buy the items. And we were so nervous at first that, oh my goodness, but then we realized that we have the product patented, the form factor, so no one can recreate it and make it. But we realized that people really want to see behind the scenes and they want to see under the hood. And so we were very happy about that content that went up. And it's one of the most popular videos about our product to date.
Oh, nice, nice. And how is your approach to Amazon?
Ooh, that's a big, tricky question. So Amazon has its challenges. It's a very big, it's a big beast. I think if you could describe it in that way, I think it's absolutely necessary. And if you are selling consumer electronics or any product really that you want to get to the wider world, then Amazon US at the very least is something that you should be engaged with. So we had a couple of strategies. We started out where we hired a person in-house to sort of manage the platform. And so we had a person who became an expert. And then we ended up hiring an agency, an Amazon agency who specializes, because once you get your content up and once you're running your Amazon store, there are things that sort of happen as you're shipping your product that shipments get lost or they get sent to the wrong country, and you have to sort of track those shipments down. And that became a little bit of a hardship for us with such a small staff. So we engaged with an agency to do some of the work we couldn't. We had an in-house tech support, Amazon specialist who basically knew everything. And then we have a customer service person who manages that customer service function of Amazon. So we have a small team who are pretty much just dedicated to our Amazon customers and answering questions and making sure that the customers have what they need. But also too, there's an algorithm management strategy on Amazon, making sure you have video content and making sure that your content is meeting the needs of the different search engines that are out there, and that your search engine optimization is as high as possible. A great example is on Amazon, you have to pick a category, a main category. So we chose cell phones instead of laptop computers because we felt like that would hit more customers. And then we recently went in and changed some of our listings to include and remind people that we also are big in the laptop space in terms of charging. And that's made a big impact on our sales, which has been really exciting to see. So I love Amazon. I see Amazon like a puzzle, like a big game. As a marketer, it's a platform that, of course, is worldwide. And it's a wonderful learning experience. And I know we wouldn't survive in any market without a partnership with Amazon.
Absolutely. And Ethan, not Ethan. Tommy is saying that Ethan mentioned during the interview with Ryan that Fledging tried to get on Amazon Launchpad, but the budget was over the limit.
Yes. So actually, that was the old rules. So the old rules put a limit on while you could join, but Amazon has, I think, just realized that they're missing out on some startups who have actually been successful in the early stages, the early funding stages. And so we are in the process of relaunching that application to try to be involved because the rules changed. So Amazon changed the rules, and now we are able to apply, and we're doing that as we speak.
Absolutely. And about influencers, because I think for all of these Amazon influencers, it's something brand new. And I think this came while you were launching the charger.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have that in mind? This is something that you are figuring out how to deal with this?
Amazon influencers are not something new in the market. They're just taking something that already exists and offering it on their platform. So we have influencer relationships across all other social media platforms. And so we just really took our strategy with those particular influencers and mapped it to the different rules with the Amazon influencers. We've enjoyed it. We've found that it's been successful. It's sometimes the rules can be restrictive, but it's also very nice knowing that the influencers, if they're part of the Amazon platform, have rules that they have to follow. And so it's a little bit more secure and a safer investment for us as a brand, working with Amazon influencers than working with freelance influencers. So it has its pluses and its minuses, but again, it's something that the search engine optimization and the algorithms really favor people who engage with Amazon's new sort of tricks and tools and offerings. And so we do that as a company who is on the Amazon platform. So we do the fulfilled by Amazon and fulfilled by me, the FBA and FBM. And so we do both. And the rules are different for each, but it's necessary. Like I said, if you're trying to sell any product, you definitely need to have a relationship with Amazon.
It's the big store. Absolutely, because in I've been approaching some brands to trying to make these partnerships, and one of the things, and I think this could be a kind of misconception, and now it's not the Marco content creator, is Marco the marketer, which
Okay.
is talking.
Yeah.
Because people they think that Amazon Lives, it's mostly about performance. It's like, okay, people are there, I will get more immediate results. But they have to understand that this is branding as well. Because if you find the right influencers with the right following, with the right niche that fits your needs, your tone, they will make a huge work on branding as well.
Of
Not
course.
just the fact, okay, people on Amazon, they are there mostly to buy. But the thing is, sometimes, okay, I want to buy a pair of socks, a pair of shoes, a knife, and suddenly I find this guy or this lady talking about this Spruce Charger. Maybe
Right.
today I don't need charger, but at least that person left me there the seed, which
Yeah.
someday hopefully will bloom.
Of course. Well, and also we really love Amazon, how they allow you to do coupons and deals around particular events. So we have a Father's Day sale going on right now in the US. In June, we celebrate a day for fathers. And I'm not sure what it's like in other countries, but if you have a Father's Day celebration, often the gifts you get for dad are very similar. So socks and a tie and, maybe a couple of tools. And after a
Yes.
while, it's hard to find out what to get dad that he really needs. And so we feel like this is a
More
gift that
socks.
more socks, more ties. And so we think this is a gift that dad will really enjoy and appreciate. And so we right now are targeting people with fathers or relationships in the US with men in their lives who have meant something to them. And oftentimes, no matter the age, even the older population, because of COVID, they're communicating with their families more digitally. So you're calling grandma on Zoom maybe more than visiting her because it's safer to do so. And so even someone who doesn't know a lot about technology really still needs their technology devices charged. And so this is something that with a person who maybe doesn't know how to plug all the plugs in can just set their phone directly on the top on the charger and get their phone charged. So we really appreciate Amazon helping us realize that there are certain customers that are out there, and yes, it is trends, but they are very wonderful with saying, hey, we've seen this success in this market with the product similar to yours, or we see a need in this market. People are asking us what's going on with chargers, let's say, and we saw that we get invited a lot by Amazon to participate in different market market selling strategies, and we appreciate that too. So we've had lots of good things that have occurred through our relationship with Amazon too.
Perfect, perfect. And meanwhile, we have more questions from our audience. Hello, Chris. Welcome, my friend. And Miguel as well. I
Sure.
don't know if you know, but Novo, which is my surname in Portuguese, it could mean young or new. So Miguel is calling me Marco New.
I love it. You young man, you lovely young
Yes,
man. He says hello.
yes, all
Sure.
the time. So Chris is saying about about the influencer game on Amazon.
Sure.
Interesting. How does it favor the Amazon influencers, especially over influencers the platform?
Yeah. So the Amazon, they want you to bring them customers and they want you to bring them an audience. And so if you already have an audience established, they're going to put you ahead of even their own influencers who don't have an audience established. And so they want to get the most people to their platform the fastest way possible. And so if you want to get started on Amazon as an influencer, that's great. And you'll have all the perks and the tools that you need. But also, if you're already an influencer and want to engage with Amazon, the bigger your following, the better. So they have different points where they, slide you into their program depending on how many followers you bring to the platform. It's just how it works.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And we have another question from Tommy. Tommy is asking Christina, what do you think is the next step in the evolution of Spruce and expanding the marketing?
Sure.
Okay,
So that's a great.
share your secrets.
Yes, that's right. I'll show you the video where they already opened it up and showed all the things inside. So we have wonderful customer feedback from Spruce, and I'll give you a couple of examples that have been interesting that we were surprised about. So if you have your Spruce, you'll see that there are two lights on the device. So there's a light on the front that indicates that it's plugged in, and there's a light on the top of the wireless pad that indicates whether the wireless pad is being engaged so that you know that your device is charging. Well, we wanted to make sure that with all the colors that light was as bright as possible so people would know when it was plugged in, that they could see it across the room, that they knew that their Spruce was working and was on. Well, we found out that people who put their Spruce on their nightstand, where many people charge their phones and their devices at night, that light is so bright. And so we got really interesting feedback that said your light is too bright. And we said, well, we made it bright so you would see it. And they're like, but at night, my room looks like a spaceship. I need you to fix that.
ET,
So
go home.
that's right. That's right. So we were able to, we're in the process right now of working on just a on and off dimmer switch for that light on the top, for example. Another thing is we were surprised to learn that people wanted to use their devices while it was charging. So people don't want to stop scrolling on TikTok. They don't want to put their phone down and sort of walk away. And the little lip on the charger when the
Yes.
faceplate is up, on some phones, it's a little too tall and they can't scroll as easily when they're on their devices. And so we're adjusting that as well to make sure that it can be that the different versions of phones can be used while they're on the Spruce Charger. So we wanted to make sure the phones didn't slide around, and we also wanted to make sure that phones with cases will be able to fit securely on the wireless charging pad when it was up. And like I said, we made it a little bit too high for the folks who want to continue to scroll. So that's another thing that is in development. So that's the R&D. In terms of marketing, so we are just the future of Spruce and what we're looking forward to marketing processes for Q3 and Q4. We are working very diligently on doubling down on the great market strategy that you mentioned before of getting this device in the hands of people who we don't have to explain it to. So we had the gamer group and the influencers and the tech folks. Now we're moving into IT departments and people who are in tech who know about products, who know very much about charging needs. and who don't have to have the device explained. So we just went to a cybersecurity conference here locally in the United States, and they went bananas over it because Spruce is just power. It's not data transfer, it is power only. And so the cybersecurity people who do firewalls and manage VPN access for their employees were so happy to find a device that they could just send to their employees, that they could put on a table and plug in. It would charge all the devices, and they didn't have to download software or worry about uploading proprietary information from a company. And so they were so pleased that they had a beautiful device that could be branded with their company, that they can just plug in and it works, and you don't have to have special access with VPN or address any firewall issues. And so we're going to go really specific and niche into that IT and security market, and we're going to continue to hopefully execute on the success that we've seen so far.
Awesome. And let me update the progress.
Yeah, how's your phone charging?
74%.
Woo,
so
that was fast.
around 35 minutes.
That's
it went from 19% to 74.
That's great.
75 now.
The Spruce will charge as fast as your device will allow it. So any amount that your device pulls, Spruce will fill it up. So some of the devices have protection where when it gets close to 100%, they slow down the charging because they don't want to max out the battery. And so Spruce will respond to that device's internal power demands and restrictions.
Okay, perfect. I'm curious because when I look at Spruce, I think about two things. Like, I don't know if this is an kind of spin-off from the device or an evolution or another version. I'm thinking about, and let me know if there's any plans on that.
Sure.
If you can, of course. If you don't have to kill me after telling me.
It'll be our little secret. Me and your thousands of followers. Just shh.
Okay. So one of the things I was thinking is about including somehow a power bank in the Spruce Charger.
Yes.
And the second one, because yes, the device, it's amazing, but it's a little bit heavy. So if you want to take it to travel or something, maybe it could be improved.
Sure. So we weighed this charger, and with the power packs on the market that are 140 watts or above, which very few are, it's actually the lightest one available. And so for its competitor chargers, the weight is perfect. Also, we wanted to make sure it didn't move around and slide around. So the bottom of the device has feet, 4 rubber feet, so it'll stay on your desk, and it has a little bit of weight to it to make sure that it's not flopping around as you're putting your phone on it, as you're charging your tablet with it as well. So that weight is very intentional. But we are looking at battery improvements to the Spruce, something that would hold, that would be, something that would hold
No
a
problem.
charge. That's right, something that would hold a charge, but would also make sure that it doesn't change the weight or the operation of the device too much. So we're looking at that. Battery technology is improving so quickly that as we are in the development phases, the battery technology is getting better and better. So we're working with some battery partners to look at the most efficient and the greenest way that we can add power to the device when it leaves the wall.
Well, you mentioned something that turned the lights on.
Good. I love it.
And I think this should be a consternation as well. It's not just to say it on social media. We are a green company. We care about the environment. Let us know.
Yeah.
What are you doing in this particular field?
Sure. So, tech waste is such a huge problem. landfills. And, like I said, the reason that the companies aren't sending out the bricks anymore is because we all have 20 of them in our drawers that we don't use, or maybe that get lost, or, two in the
Absolutely.
car, two in the house, etc. So we want very much to participate in that reduction of tech waste. And so when you have a charger that doesn't require all of those different blocks, and there's a limited number of cables that work across multiple devices, it's a greener imprint. Also, the power delivery method is something that's really important as well, that we make it as efficient as possible. Because, as you keep devices plugged in, they take power even if they're not being used. And so Spruce
Yes.
manages that power delivery. And one of the other, obviously, post-COVID designs, we're looking at some coatings and some plastic and polymer materials to make spruce antimicrobial. So it just helps, again, with safety in the new world, the new post-COVID world. Not that we're post-COVID, but in the middle of and working through those issues. So it's very important that we have fewer pieces of tech waste to throw away, and that we're using power as efficiently as possible, and that we are making sure that we're designing this. You will have this charger for 10 years at the minimum. And so we really believe that it's the last charger that you'll ever buy. And we love the product so much, and it's just changing the face of power delivery in the consumer electronics market. And that's one of the things we're most proud of.
Awesome. And yes, I think this is important, that we should avoid this consumption. Okay, I will buy today one, and then, oh, because I want to buy another one, and keep buying. And this,
Yep.
we should keep a sustainable
Right.
purchase.
That's right. And as the cables upgrade, we're all going to have these old cables, the micro cables that used to charge the phones, and then the lightning cables that are about to go away. And so we just wanted to make sure that any cable that you have that will plug into the device. Some of our customers have said, oh, there's only one USB and 3 USB-Cs, but I have more USB-A than I have USB-C cables. And we said, just wait. Everything's moving to USB-C.
Yes, absolutely.
Faster, it's more efficient. And so very soon, the devices you have that have a USB-A cable, they're going to need upgrading or go away as well. So
Yes, indeed. And talking about it, Fledging is not just about the Spruce Charger.
yes, we have
So
other devices.
what else do we have?
So, so Fledging started out with an SSD product called Feather, and it's to replace the SSD card in your Mac. It has the Feather is the adapter that goes on an SSD card to upgrade your Mac. That's getting harder and harder in kind of Western countries, or countries that are more tech forward, because Apple is in there, as they release the new laptops, they're not allowing you to open them up at all, or to get into them at all. So that's a little tricky. So other markets that have older generations of laptops, certainly the computer repair market, and folks who are buying old laptops and sort of upgrading them and selling them to the resale consumer. So that's a wonderful option. We also have external storage available. So our Shell Thunder is one of my other favorite products. You can put up to 4 terabytes in it. It's an external SSD storage drive, and it's fan cooled, which is really unique. And there's nothing else like that on the market. And so you have that large amounts of data that's being transferred very quickly. It can heat up, and so the fan kicks on whenever it needs it. So it doesn't run all the time. So it's not loud and noisy like some of the older, larger 4 terabyte SSD or storage devices, but it's just beautifully designed, and you can take it on the go with huge storage. And that's another product that's very popular with our gamers and with our influencers. And you can check out our website to learn a little bit more about that product as well.
Wait, stop. So you are telling me that you have an external hard drive, which is SSD.
Yes, it's
So
beautiful.
let me see. It's faster,
Uh-huh.
it's smaller,
Mhm.
and it's, how can I say this? more trustable? Because let
Yes.
me share why this information is so interesting to me. Because I had this HHD old external drives, and some, due to some droppings or a fall, they
Right.
felt, and then because they are so mechanical,
Okay.
they broke,
Ah,
and to recover it's really expensive.
yes.
So
Very.
what you're telling to me is there's a 4 terabyte external hard drive that
Mhm.
it's SSD, so it's faster,
Yep.
and we don't have this problem that if we will drop it, it will. We need to say goodbye.
Well, I tell you what, so the dropping is really interesting. So they make external hard drives that are covered in rubber casing that you can take out with you on like a, maybe hiking adventure or somewhere where you're doing nature, content creation. That isn't exactly our audience. So we are mainly for the desktop and for in bags, carrying back and forth, but we certainly don't want you throwing it on the floor or dropping it all over the place for
Of
sure.
course.
Um, but
But if
yeah, so we're able to do fast amounts of data transfer or large amounts of data transfer very quickly. And so that's what we are looking at. So once you're out in the field or taking pictures, or you have video content, or you have different content that is larger that you then bring back and need to do editing. If you need to set up external servers to edit and then give that, drive and raw footage over to a customer, if you're an ad agency or a videographer or a photographer, that's what it allows. And so it really is safe and reliable data transfer is the group of customers that we focus on when it comes to our SSD, not necessarily the ones who are juggling their SSDs. It sounds like you maybe are wanting to,
no, come on.
but yes. So the fan cooled is what allows it to be safe and reliable data transfer and storage.
Okay, last update, 91%
Nice.
in around maybe less than 50 minutes.
Yep. So your phone is slowing it down as it gets close to that 100. So that's
Yes,
very cool.
I'm gonna unplug it, because usually I tend to leave it around 80%, 80, 90%. So I think it's good. Well done, Spruce Charger.
Oh, I'm very glad. We're so happy you like it, and I'm so happy that your audience has enjoyed it. And I'm just so grateful that you had time to chat with me today. It's been so wonderful. And like I said, Mr. Kalamazoo, if you DM us on Instagram, we'll get you a T-shirt for that wonderful live product review. I'm so happy you like your Spruce Charger.
Okay, it's your pitching time, Christina.
Yes.
I'm here in front of you. I
Yes.
never heard about the Fledging Spruce Charger. I never heard about you. I never heard about whatever. Give me 3 reasons why you think I. Okay, you know that I have lots of devices which I need to charge.
Yes.
Give me 3 reasons for me to buy a Spruce Charger.
One, we guarantee that it is the last charger you will ever buy. It's high powered, it's portable, and it's beautiful. Two, our whole focus on Spruce is giving you the power to power your world. It doesn't matter what you're doing in that world, whether you are a gamer, whether you're an influencer, whether you're a content creator, whether you're a mom, whether you're a parent, or someone who is working on 5 devices, 10 devices, or 2 devices. We know that Spruce is the product for you. It's going to deliver high powered charging to all your devices very fast. And we know it's going to change the way in which you're able to engage in all of your device needs. So we know that the number one device, the charging device for all of your other devices, is the Spruce desktop charger. High powered, multi port GAN charger with a dual coil wireless pad. No more hunting and pecking, trying to make your device fit perfectly on something. You just set it on, it goes. You'll love it. And we would love to hear from more people who love our charger.
Perfect. I think you nailed it.
Great.
And we have here someone, Ethan Summers. I don't know who it is.
I know
Welcome,
who he is.
Ethan. I know you who you are.
Yes, he's wonderful. You know, the other thing about Fledging, I know we're so focused on the products and we're so focused on what we're selling, but working at a company where there's supportive leadership that is incredibly intelligent, but also gives you the room to do your job and to work in a very tough market. The startup market is very tricky. And so I'm very fortunate to be able to work with such a stellar team. I know that we wouldn't have the success we had if it wasn't for amazing leadership and wonderful support staff throughout the whole organization. So I'm so grateful for my coworkers and I love the work I do. So it's been such a pleasure working with Fledging.
Totally random guy. I just love Spruce. I'm sure you do.
He's so supportive. You know, I told him I was going to be on today, and he said, "Oh, I'll log on and make sure that I check in and say hello." And so he's such a, like I said, he's such a wonderful boss and such a wonderful person to work with. But it's so great to, as a marketer, it's so great to have a CEO that lets me
You
do my
tell me.
thing.
You tell me.
It's really great. Yes, I could go on and on about how much I love my team. The product is amazing. If you can imagine, the team at Fledging is even better.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that this is true. And by the way, Schmeels, thank you so much for following me. And Tommy is saying, thank you, Christina. Great interview and information. Tommy, please don't forget to send this DM so you can get a nice t-shirt. And I'm jealous. But that's okay. Christina, how can people find you and oh my God.
We are available everywhere. So we are all over social media, of course, on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. The best place to find our information, of course, our detailed, super detailed information about our company and about our other products are on fledging.tech. But as everyone does, come find us on Amazon. We love the platform and we love people, our Prime members and people who are trying to decide whether Prime is worth it. Believe me, it is. So come and find us on Amazon. Our Amazon store is beautiful and full of all of our products, and we really hope to see our customers on that platform.
Okay, now you. One last question. It's your fault.
Sure.
Are you planning doing Amazon Live as well?
You know, you're giving me courage, I have to say. I really love it that the option is available, and like I said, working at a tech startup is pretty intense, and these lives take time. They take time to set up. And so we right now are loving working with folks like you who are doing Amazon Live, but maybe we'll see. Maybe it's a good suggestion. Maybe you can help me convince my boss that we should do that.
I will be following.
Excellent. Excellent.
Well, Christina, thank you so much. It was time flies when it goes well. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Hope soon. And I will leave the door open and a seat for you or Ethan or someone else or both or whatever.
Marco, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
If there's any new arrival or something, please let me know because I will be pleased to have you again on my show. Okay?
Excellent. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of your followers. It was so nice being with you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Karina, Tommy, Miguel, Schmeels as well. I will be back soon on Amazon and on other platforms. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take care. And don't forget, where is the power? It's on Spruce Charger.
Love it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.